Hello and welcome to Cindershadow Gaming. I'm your host Cindershadow, and today we got to talk about screaming on roller coasters. I saw this story and I've been laughing since I've read it, and I got to share it all with everyone out there because this is becoming ridiculously insane. When I read this, I came across it. Actually, it was Gina Carano that posted this, a reply to this on Twitter, and that's how I found it. So, out of all things, I'm just sitting here laughing. I am dead to rights laughing. And it is, you can't make this up. So, from the New York Post, no screaming on roller coasters under California's COVID-19 plan. So the world event has now changed everything. We're getting vaccines. There's the chance of getting things back to normal with amusement parks opening up. Southern California theme parks are set to open as early as next month, but thrill seekers may be forced to bite their tongues when riding their favorite roller coasters and maybe taking a chunk off their tongue as they bite it. The sudden stop at the end of some of these rides will have you stopping and trying to not scream out loud. The California Attractions and Parks Association is behind a plan that would encourage riders to remain silent while barreling through the air on roller coasters to prevent the spread of coronavirus. So put your hands up in the air and scream out loud in silence. That's what this is now. Like, what? How? I'm sorry. People scream on these rides out of involuntary action. It's one of the reactions they do to it. It is a thrill-seeking. And if you're telling people they're not allowed to scream, it's not going to happen. People do these reactions out of the thrill of doing it. And this, if you, I'm sure that you're not going to be able to do this. Reopening guidelines in the Golden State call for business to limit activities such as singing or shouting to stop the spread of the deadly virus. Singing, shouting, that's something you can control, but at the same time, it's like running out in the middle of the rain and singing. It's not going to happen. These are open spaces. If you really think this is going to stop this virus, that's not the case. There is going to be more germs on one of these things. All you got to do is make sure you wash your hands after you ride it, and I guarantee you, you probably won't get as sick. That's how you stop the cold and flu in the first place. Proper hand hygiene, proper hygiene in the first place, and things will do very well. I'm dumbfounded when I saw this. I laughed. I laughed so hard that I'm still laughing right now. Under the proposal, amusement parks at Disneyland, Universal Studios, Six Flags could open at limited capacity, and patrons would ask to keep their excitements to themselves. Okay, let's have a 12-year-old kid go on a roller coaster and try and keep the excitement contained. Not going to happen. I'm sorry. This is not reasonable. This is absolutely ridiculous. It is not a reasonable thing to ask a human being that is looking for a thrill to do. There's people that go and see horror movies and they sit up and scream because of something made them jump. We have jump scares on this channel and I jump up. Yes, I don't scream, but I still jump, and other people would jump up and scream. I'm pretty sure some people that do watch the live streams sit there and actually jump and scream themselves when they get a jump scare. It's involuntary actions. This is not something that you solely can control, and it's out of your control. What are you going to do? Are you going to fine these riders because they sat there and got a thrill and actually let out a scream while on a roller coaster? What is the end of this? Face covering usages and or modifications to seat loading patterns will be required on amusement park rides to mitigate the effects of shouting. CAPA wrote, it is responsible reopening plan. This is not responsible if this is what it's going to come down to. This is absolutely hilarious. I want to see someone, I want to see videotape of someone actually trying to sit there and go through a roller coaster ride without screaming. I don't go on these rides myself. I just don't find a thrill out of them. But at the same time, I know there's people out there that do, and to limit you being able to scream or do anything is absolutely insane. Under this plan, groups would be limited to a maximum 10 people from no more than 3 households. Indoor dining will be banned. What? This is part of the story. And that's it for the story. So there doesn't really tell you much there. It is very interesting that we're talking about not being able to scream on a roller coaster ride. I laughed so hard when I saw this, and I hope you guys find an absolute hilarity in this. If anything comes out of this world event, at least we can sit there and laugh at silly things like this. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this content, do let me know down below, and I will catch you all next time. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well.